Hi, welcome to Coravo. In this episode, we'll be solving a HackerRank problem solving question, and the name of the question is AAP. In this question, we'll be given a string like this, and we would have to find the number of deletions that we have to do in order to make this string into an ideal string. So, what is this ideal string? The ideal string is that the characters A and B should be there alternatively between the string. So the ideal form of this string would be AB, 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 AB and so on, right? So in order to make this string as an ideal string, we would have to delete the number of A's and certain number of B's in it, right? And only then this string will become an ideal string. For that, how many characters should we delete? That is our question, and we need to find that in just order of n time complexity and without using any space. So the ideal string would be this after removing these gray characters. So how many gray characters do we have? There are 4 gray characters, and after removing them we would get this string. This is our ideal string. So how many characters did we remove? We removed 4 characters, and hence our answer to this sample input would be 4. But in case we had this as our sample input, we would have to return 2, because in our ideal string the most number of characters that we could get is just A, because after A we should get B, but there is no B here, and hence we are removing the other 2 characters in order to get part of our ideal string. So this is our program. For this we will be using a simple traversal, and the condition that we are going to use involves this. We are going to check whether the ith index and the I plus first index are having the same character. If we have the same character, it means we would have to remove these 2 A's, right? So this and this are same, and hence we are removing this A. So deletion, number of deleted characters would be incremented by 1. And similarly, now the I value would be here, I plus 1 would be here, and we would continue this process. So in this case, after traversing this whole string, we would get the total number of times we would have to remove these characters, and that is our question, and hence we get our answer. So now let's move on to HackerRank and code this logic. So here we have our function alternating characters of, and we would have to get an string yes as input and return an integer. The integer is what we saw, the total number of deletions that we have to do. Now let's complete this function. So the first thing that we are going to do in this function is, of course, create that integer count, that is the total number of deleted characters that we need. So deleted, let that be the name itself. So int deleted is equal to 0. This is going to be our count variable. So this is going to count the total number of characters that we are deleting, and that will be our output. And the next thing is, of course, the for loop. Int I is equal to 0, I is less than s dot size of minus 1. Usually we would just have s dot size of here, but in this case we are having minus 1. And why is that? As we saw, the condition is I and I plus 1 should not be same. So if they are same, increment the value of deleted variable. So if we are checking whether I and I plus 1 are same, and let us say we are at the end of this string, and if we are checking the condition, this and the next element should not be same, but this is the last element, and we are pointing to a value that does not exist, and in that case we would get a segmentation fault, and that is why we are traversing only till minus 1. So the array size or the string size minus 1 is what we would need, and this is our for loop condition. Now let's move on to the part that we find where we increment the value of deleted. So if s of I is equal to s of I plus 1, in that case, as I said, we need to increment the value of deleted. So deleted plus plus. So this would give us our answer, that is deleted. So all we have to do now is return this integer deleted. And that is the end of this HackerRank problem solving question. Now let's move on to HackerRank and paste this, verify our output. So we have got the green signal as congratulations, and that is the end of this question. Now let's move on to the write-out session. So if we pass in the string BA to the function that we just completed, what would be our output? Let me know your answers in the comment section below. If you love this video, please drop a like and comment down below if you have any questions. And please don't forget to click the subscribe button. And we'll see you in the next episode of Daily Dose. Until then, bye bye.